Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Sometimes you want to just tune out the world and start slaying a slew of enemies. If you're looking for a hack and slash game to play today, then you're in luck. Here are some of the best hack and slash games available right now for a variety of platforms. Let me know in comments if I missed out on any games that should be included, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope you enjoy this video. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is an absolute must-play. When it was released in 2017, it received rave reviews from both critics and gamers. Developed by Ninja Theory, this hack and slash title is set in a dark fantasy world inspired by Norse mythology and Celtic culture. The game follows Senua, a picked warrior who must make her way to Helheim by defeating otherworldly entities and facing a multitude of challenges. Her goal is to rescue the soul of her dead lover from the goddess Hela. Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 was announced at the Game Awards 2019 and does not yet have an official release date, although the trailer was mesmerizing. This third-person action RPG is based on the mega-popular The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings series. Middle-earth Shadow of War is set after the events of The Hobbit, but before Lord of the Rings. Fans of Tolkien's work will be very pleased with this open-world title. Players follow Ranger Talion and the spirit of the elf Lord Celebrimbor as they forge a new ring of power. They hope to use the ring to fight against the evil Sauron. The third-person sword-based combat makes this game worth playing even for those who are not already huge fans of Tolkien's world. On paper, Ghostrunner sounds like a dream. A cyberpunk dystopian action platformer, where the player takes control of a lethal superhuman known only as the Ghostrunner. This game is a Blade Runner fan's fever dream, combining high-stakes platforming with ruthless combat, where enemies are just as lethal as the player is. There's a constant incentive to replay levels for better times and more skillful execution. Not only does it feel good to best your own previous attempts, but to also just seamlessly flow through a level as you cut down your enemies in effortless style. There isn't much that looks as impressive as Ghostrunner does in motion, and any fan of high-speed platforming or blink and you miss it style combat has to play this game.
Why don't you clean your chambers so ferociously?
This RPG dungeon crawler has players control Zagreus, the Khan of Hades, as he embarks on a mission to escape the underworld and reach Mount Olympus. The game involves playing through multiple runs, with each one comprised of surviving a series of randomly generated rooms populated with menacing enemies. The hack and slash combat system allows players to use a weapon of their choice alongside a variety of special abilities. Check out this addictive RPG on all consoles and PC. Ryse Son of Rome was one of the titles that launched with the Xbox One and became an instant hit as a hack-and-slash title. Players assume control of Marius Titus, a Roman general who is on a quest to avenge his murdered family. Throughout the game, players gain access to weapons that can be used to assault enemies or defend themselves. For instance, players are equipped with a sword that can be used to strike and kill enemies, and a shield that can be used to deflect enemies' attacks and break their defense. The combat is combo-based, which ends up making for some pretty intense and brutal scenarios in the flow of combat. There are even different execution scenes that you can witness depending on how you kill your enemy. Medieval slashers are in high demand, and even more so with the release of Mordhau. This game features brutal battles not unlike what you could imagine one would see in medieval times. Limbs will fly as you're pitted against other soldiers in arena battles, castle sieges, cavalry charges, and more. You can customize your character with unique weapons and skins, and perform freeform melee and ranged attacks against your enemies. You even have the option to battle from anywhere as ladders, catapults, and even ballistas are on the table, if they happen to be available for you to use. Mordhau does a great job at implementing realism into the gameplay, which makes for some visceral and gory combat. Chivalry 2 is a multiplayer hack and slash game developed by Torn Banner Studios. The game is a sequel to 2012 Chivalry Medieval Warfare. The action game can be played in either first-person or third-person perspective and equips players with various medieval melee weapons such as sledgehammers, long swords, and battle axes. Bow and arrows are an option as well. Chivalry 2 offers 3 basic melee attacks including horizontal slash, vertical slash, and stab, which can all be chained together. If you're a fan of the hack and slash genre, definitely check out this game today.
Try not to get cut. Oh no, it's the Masons.
Prototype 2 was first launched in 2012 and published by Activision. It is an open-world action-adventure game with elements of hack and slash. It follows a new protagonist by the name of James Heller as he goes on a quest to destroy the Blacklight virus. It is a story of revenge, as Heller wants to kill Alex Mercer, the protagonist of the original prototype after his family was killed in the outbreak of the Blacklight virus. The gameplay sees Heller shapeshift and assume other people's identities and memories. It's an incredibly fun experience. Check it out now. Devil May Cry 5 puts players into the shoes of a few different characters such as Nero, who is present in Devil May Cry 4, and we have to say the game is very fluid with its combat, much like the previous installments. In terms of the narrative, the game picks up after the events of Devil May Cry 4, which follows Nero, Dante, and a new character named V as they deal with a new powerful demonic invasion. These games have always been intense hack and slash style games with a ton of gunplay attached. Fortunately, Devil May Cry 5 delivers, and it even brings in a more variety of gameplay combat, since you're swapping around different characters throughout the campaign narrative. Another great title from the makers of the Dark Souls series and Bloodborne, Sekiro is also a game that tests your patience if you are not determined. While you can't create your own character or participate in multiplayer content, there are still a lot of aspects to this game that relate it to its Souls partners. Unlike those games, however, you have the ability to revive after being killed using resurrection power, and you have tools that help you with exploration at your disposal. This game follows the Sengoku period in Japan, and there are a lot of elements that pay homage to the country in admirable and honorable ways.